When I started getting involved in the rugby community, I never planned for this to happen, you know. I didn't go out with the ambition to embark on this mentoring journey. It was just what was in front of me. I grew up in a very sports-centric environment. My parents always made sure that my siblings and I had a very active lifestyle. So I would say that sports is part of our DNA. As a parent, you naturally get involved in whatever activities your children are involved in. That's how I got into rugby teams. And you get to know a lot of people being very involved, and when you talk to parents and you talk to kids and you listen to them and they trust you with their feelings, that's a very important thing, especially when it comes to teenagers who are going through such a fragile point in their life. Being there for them is just so important, and being that mentor is very vital in their life. Which is why my business partners and we started Skills Coaching, a program that helps develop key sports skills in kids, a space for them to de-stress, not to be anxious, to be themselves, and also just instilling a positive outcome, like a positive outlook in their life. So when it comes to sports, especially rugby, there's an excellent opportunity for mentorship. Kids learn key character attributes like resilience, responsibility, discipline, courage, to have perseverance, just to name a few. And these are very key skills that they really do need, when they grow up. We are their substitute confidence and their substitute self-belief, and we find it a massive privilege to step into this position of influence. There are many instances where we've seen teenagers grow in confidence and self-belief, and for my husband and I, that's one of the most heartening experiences we've ever had. One of our sons actually came to us from a rugby team that my husband was coaching and I was very involved in. This was really early in his teenage years, and in the beginning, he was doing very poorly in his academics. He didn't have a vision for his life beyond that schooling year that he was in. He was like a teenager without any direction, he was his own compass. But today, he is an incredibly confident young man. He's so focused and he is so excited on the goals that he has for his life, and I'm so incredibly proud of him. I think it's so important to stand by them, to listen to them, and give them the respect that actually feeds into their self-worth. As they grow up, I believe all of this encouragement and all of this care actually shapes their identity, and it also makes a big difference in the decisions that they make for their lives. For mentoring teenagers, I believe that you need a very strong support system. I have my parents, my brother and my sister, and the rugby community to rely on. When they say it takes a village to raise a child, this is exactly what it is. We always have to remember that these young men are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. They're going to be bosses and fathers, and all of these acts of kindness and this sense of belonging does speak into their life, and it really does help transform lives. True kindness cannot be lip service. It cannot be words, and especially with teenagers, it cannot be empty promises. It's about taking the time to listen and be compassionate, have empathy. These are the first few steps, and they're such important steps. I believe kindness is in everyday life. It's in your workplace, it's at home, it's at school. It's about looking at that person who's right in front of you and lending a helping hand, and if we all did that, it would create such a great ripple effect.